Hey guys, this was just a quick little thought that I had when I was listening to another Star Wars video earlier today, and I decided to make this video talking about it. I talked in one of my previous videos about how Luke's clothes changed to reflect his character growth over the course of the original trilogy, and in one of my other videos I discussed how Luke's weapons demonstrate the same thing. A brief synopsis of both points goes like this. Luke's clothes go from white, when he is the naive youth full of hope and positive potential, to then being gray in Empire when he begins to understand the dangers of the dark side and learn about his heritage, to black in Jedi when he acknowledges the darkness he is descended from and that is part of him. The black suit opens at the end showing white interior to let us know that despite the temptation, Luke was good all along. My point about Luke's weapons was that he starts in A New Hope with a blaster and a lightsaber, but he only uses the blaster. Then in Empire he has the same weapons, but he only uses the lightsaber. In Return of the Jedi he only has the lightsaber, and he uses it quite effectively. This transition shows his transformation into becoming a full-fledged Jedi. If you pay attention in Empire, Luke never shoots from his blaster. He pulls it out in certain scenes, but he never actually fires. This is kind of showcasing his transformation and moving away from being a soldier more into a Jedi. Now, the point that I was thinking about that adds on to these other 2 points I've made is this. Luke not using his lightsaber in combat in the original Star Wars movie, 1977, makes perfect sense narratively, because obviously he had only just started to learn the basics of the Force, and he had only really trained with the lightsaber against a basic training remote. So it makes sense from a writing perspective why Luke wouldn't use his lightsaber in combat until he gets more Jedi training. But in hindsight, it shows an incredible amount of restraint on George Lucas's part to not have Luke jump into lightsaber combat against Vader after he kills Ben Kenobi, especially when you consider that the movie's success was doubtful at best, and George didn't think he would even have a sequel opportunity. The movie instead focuses on his character growth in a different way, by having him learn to trust in the Force to enhance a skill we know he does have: piloting. Using the Force to enhance his piloting skill makes more sense than Luke suddenly being an expert with a lightsaber or any pick of Force powers after minimal training. I just think it shows tremendous courage and faith on the part of the production for the first Star Wars movie to not have Luke suddenly become a competent badass like we see in Return of the Jedi. And I don't really know if Hollywood would do that these days, especially if the movie's success was in doubt and they weren't sure about making a sequel or even two. I think they would just have him go, fight, and win while making quips along the way. Well, that was just a quick thought I had and wanted to share. I'll get back to the normal content after this. Thanks for sticking around. May the Force be with you.